Let's get this going. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am Kyrie Inferno. We are back
Yeah.
with more Devil
I
May
had my
Cry.
mouthful of apple, so I couldn't say hello.
But yeah, we decided on Friday that we were going to resume our playthrough of Devil May Cry.
Therefore, I have been kidnapped again.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're not streaming on Discord anymore.
Why?
I don't know. There we go.
Yeah, to get into the swing of things, earlier I was playing the Virgil DLC for Devil May Cry 5. Hey, Jackie, what's up?
Jackie!
Welcome home. Wait, welcome home. Welcome back.
Welcome home, he says.
You hush.
This is where we live now.
It is. This is your home now.
Oh no.
You do not get to go anywhere else.
Oh, I will never escape this hell, will I?
Never. Not as long as I have to. Of course I'm your home. Did you forget?
I don't even remember where we left off.
We were like 2 missions deep, so pretty much nowhere.
We didn't get very far. Okay.
Yeah, no, because I finished Devil May Cry 1.
Yeah.
And then Bri was like, "Oh, I really hate this game. You should do the reboot instead."
And then the reboot kept crashing your computer or
The
something.
reboot kept crashing my computer. It wasn't the game. It froze my entire fucking computer. And if it wasn't one of those two, it was fucking up Gamecaster.
So he just kind of gave up with that game.
Yeah, it was just like, fuck it. And of course, Dante enters with his usual flair.
Nice sword, dude.
I think that's Force Edge. Nope, that's Rebellion.
Till next time, son of Sparta.
Hang on, I can't hear the game all that well.
I just saw a goat, like, yeet a pig halfway across the world. That was weird.
I'm sorry, what?
You know how in Minecraft, goats will ram into things?
I've never seen a goat in Minecraft.
Well, they like ramming into things, and one of them hit a pig and just kind of yeeted it like halfway across where I was standing. So the only thing I saw was a flying pig.
Fun. And
I got so confused.
Jackie, it doesn't bother me if you join VC. Adius, would you be okay if Jackie joined VC?
I wouldn't mind. This is what VC is for, to hang out and chat.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, come on in. Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
I just asked. I don't want to jump in without saying something.
That's fair.
Red orbs.
Why do the orbs have faces in them?
Because demon blood.
That's not a viable explanation, Toru.
Well, it's the only one I've got. But yeah, this game is chronologically the last one in the series. Well, it was until DMC5 came out.
And then DMC5 happened.
Yeah, pretty much. And then DMC5 became the chronological end of the series.
At least until the next one comes out.
You know, I should actually submit the storyboard that I wrote up and be like, hey, if you guys are planning on making another Devil May Cry, would you mind doing this one?
You wrote a storyboard?
Yeah, before Devil May Cry 5 came out, I wrote a storyboard and it was like a 3-player co-op.
Ooh.
Because, you know, Nero, Trish, and Lady.
Yeah.
And I thought
That's not
maybe...
creepy at all. Oh. Oh, okay.
And
Why?
I also figured that if you wanted to include Lucia, which nobody seems interested in, like she wasn't even mentioned in Devil May Cry 5. But if you wanted to include Lucia in Devil May Cry in the storyboard that I wrote, then you'd have a 4-player co-op. And like they could also have like different combination attacks. And I figured it'd be cool to do a Devil May Cry game like that.
You're not very good at being invisible, you know. I could still see you.
Well, I mean, they were fine until they decided to show themselves. Which defeats the entire point of being invisible.
I could see their outline, Toru.
Yeah, because they decided to go visible. Motherfucker.
Discord, why are you like this?
No, it wasn't even Discord. The game shut down.
What?
Yeah. Hang on.
Are we not allowed to stream Devil May Cry anymore, Toru?
I don't know, like...
This seems to be the cursed game series for us.
What'd you say, Kasha?
Maybe it's because the game is a little bit older.
No, I bought it off of Steam, and it
Oh.
runs just fine. It's the HD collection.
Maybe these games are just cursed.
They fucking better not be. Okay, so don't make type 2, go back to Dante. Excuse me. But yeah, I had it so that I was I had originally planned that oh, this is a save file that I already oh no no
Are you okay? Oh, I think you did.
what?
Oh,
No, I'm not dead. I just loaded the wrong game. Toward the north, the hunter of dark blood will realize.
Anyway,
his
let's
destiny.
try this again. Like, we played the 5th one with no troubles, and I think we got through the first one with troubles.
The 5th one wasn't on my computer. That was on PS5 or PS4. I don't have a PS5. Brr. We played through the 5th one with no problems because that was just streaming it through my PS4. We streamed the first one with no problems. We got through like 2-3 missions as Lucia.
I don't know how far we got in the reboot until it decided that it just did not want to work.
Like 4 missions in.
Yeah.
It just did not like Dino.
No, it didn't.
Which, I mean, can't really blame it. Even the fandom hated Dino.
What was the reason why they called him Dino?
What?
What was the reason why they called him Dino?
Dante in name only.
Yep.
Because he was called Dante, but he didn't have any of Dante's mannerisms or...
Yep.
Alright, so if you look up at the top of that pillar to the center left, there's one of those bird things sitting on top of it right now.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, actually take a look. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, can you see the bird?
Just barely.
How the fuck can you see the bird? It's invisible on my screen.
I have magic eyes, Tor.
But yeah, it's my planned storyboard allowed for up to 4-player co-op, and the story started with it started with everybody that Dante's ever allied with hanging out in his office. And they're like, okay, so we need to figure something out because, you know, all the demons are like, oh, the son of Sparta's not around anymore, so we can do whatever we want. Like, we can keep him in check, but
Dante's in hell again.
Yeah, pretty much. And so the entire premise of the story was we can keep things in check, but they're really getting out of hand without without Dante around. And so they were like, all right, so we need to figure out how to get Dante out. And so like the first third of the game was you're playing as the characters as they work on figuring out a way to get Dante out. the next third is actually getting Dante out. And then the final third is the climax. I don't know who the big enemy would be this time around, but probably Mundus, like, to actually kill him or something. I hadn't planned that specific thing out. But, like...
How many times has Dante gone to hell?
I think this... between Devil May Cry 2 and Devil May Cry 5 and all of the, let's see, he briefly hung out there in 2. Or, no, 3. Because Temen Negru, the tower from Devil May Cry 3, reached into hell. And so he spent like 4 or 5 missions in hell during Devil May Cry 3. So, yeah, 3 times he's been to hell. Yeah. Apparently, because he destroyed Temen Negru, that gateway to hell was closed. And more powerful demons have a more difficult time getting to and from the human world from hell. Apparently. And that's why you see so many of the weaker demons, but like only a couple of the stronger ones.
Yeah.
But... oh, hey.
A gold orb.
Do I have any combos?
No idea.
Flippin'... action. Oh, I don't have any other combos. That's a bummer. But yeah, it's he's been to hell a few times, and this was supposed to be the final time he went to hell.
People need to stop sending
Like,
him to hell.
chronologically speaking. Well, like, at the end of Devil May Cry 5, you remember how he and Virgil were just goofing off and just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna slaughter all of these demons just for fun.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Yeah, they're kind of crazy, aren't they?
Yeah. And it's funny because they were just... they were taking it so lightly. Like, the entire thing was a freaking joke to them. It's like, yeah, I'm in hell. What about it?
And they should have learned from the first 2 times that they don't stay there when you send them there.
Well, Dante's never been sent to hell. He's always gone voluntarily.
Apparently I have a snowstorm outside.
Fun. Kasha, you've been super quiet. You okay?
Oh, I'm okay.
Those are ugly.
Yup. Ugly monkeys. Ugly
They don't
monkey dog things.
They don't look like monkeys. They look like some kind of deformed dog.
They look like a combination of monkey and dog to me.
Either way, I don't like it.
You'd be hard pressed to find somebody who does. See, one thing I like about this game is that it has a dedicated dodge button.
Nice. I like dodge buttons, even though I always forget to use them.
Yeah, like, it's nice to have a dedicated dodge button because, like, if you're trying to jump away from something and your thumbstick is pressed in the wrong direction, you're gonna do a dodge instead of jumping. But that's
Yeah.
not a problem in this game because if you want to dodge away from if you need to jump away from something and you hit the jump button, you fucking jump.
I know. I've been playing Breath of the Wild recently, and I've almost completed all the original 120 shrines because I don't have the DLCs.
Fun.
Their dodge mechanic is you strafe left and right, and then press X to, kind of jump out of the way. Except I'm not very good at that, and half the time when I'm trying to strafe and jump out of the way, I get smacked anyway because I jumped into the attack.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, me, I always get my timing wrong. Which, like, a lot of people wouldn't realize to watch me play some games, and, like, for my time in Devil May Cry 5, I was playing really well as Virgil. And, like, ow. Ow. Motherfucker.
Toru, why is it snowing?
Why are you asking
Make
me?
it out.
Eh.
Make the snow away.
I was enjoying the extended fall we were getting, and now it's snowing. I don't like it.
I just hope it doesn't get too cold until, like, late in the winter. just
It's
give me a little
already so
extra
cold.
time. Say what?
It's already so cold here. I'm freezing.
They're always freezing, though.
Sorry.
Like, just about every time I've spoken to you all year, you've been like, I'm so cold.
Yes, because I love summer. It's not summer anymore.
I mean, that's fair.
I like
Spring
summer,
it.
but summer doesn't like me.
I'm a summer person. I love the sun.
Yeah, I really like summer.
I would like summer more if I didn't get heat stroke so easily. One of the bad things about being very pale skinned with blonde hair.
Master race my ass.
I'm actually very strange because I'm like super pale. I do have super dark hair and I do have freckles, so there has to be some ginger in my family though. Somehow.
Oh shit! I never switched over my stream back to full screen.
Oh my god, Toru.
Shut up!
Be nice to her.
Then she needs to be nice to me.
He got scolded.
Where's Mathieu? Mathieu? Mathieu?
They really made a big mess, didn't they?
Where the hell are you hiding?
She just came out of a hole in the ground.
Why was she in a hole in the ground?
Fucked if I know.
You have arrived, son of Sparta.
You knew him?
Oh, yes. We are the guardians of this land, Vie de Marli. Our clan once fought against the demons with Sparta, son of Sparta. We must ask this favor of you. You see, there's a man who's transformed our land into a demon's paradise. His name is Arius. And although he is the president of an international public corporation, he uses the demon power. Please deal with Arius and his master for us.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
That's his big thing in this game. Whenever he has to make a decision, he like flips the coin.
If you are successful,
Why?
we'll tell you a story
I don't know.
about your father, son of Sparta.
But yeah, it's kind of amusing. You find out something funny about that coin and how he makes his decisions with it at the end of the game.
Is it like the same side on both?
You'll find out at the end of the game.
I'm right, aren't I?
Maybe you are, maybe you're not. You'll find out at the end of the game. Either way, it's that the scene where that coin is actually explained is really funny. Mother. E. Ooh. Can't lock onto the damn thing, and yet I'm supposed to hit it 1,000,000 times. Oh shit.
In wall!
What did I just do?
I don't know, what did you... Oh, there's Bath.
Yeah, stay away.
That just excessive amount of death sounds, that was kind of weird. Not gonna lie, that was kind of weird to listen to.
Different. Ah!
And
So
then
many
he
collapsing
died.
floors.
And then he died.
I hate it. Stop making the floors collapse. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I'm pretty sure you don't have to do that, but I know you're having fun with it.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, so what the fuck? Okay. Aww.
Oh, did you? Oops. Oh, you have to cut them down before they go back into the floor.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh my god.
Okay, we done.
Yay!
Each one I cut down turned one of these flames blue, and I had to light all 8 of them in blue.
Okay.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Oh shit.
You have reached a hand.
It slapped me.
It just wants to give you a hand, Toru.
No, bad. How dare you?
It was literally right there. How could I not?
You need to be more hands-off.
Oh my god. But what if I want to be more hands-on?
Well, too bad.
We're kind of getting handsy here, aren't we?
Hey,
Oh god.
this is hands down the worst stream I've had in a while.
I think we've run out of hand puns now.
I mean, I'll hand it to you. Things are rather amusing now.
Pretty clean.
I'd say we've gotten pretty handy with this kind of thing. What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
I mean, you two have it in your hands.
Oh no, now Koch is getting in on it.
If I was awake, I'm pretty sure she would have like a million more.
Right?
Oh, we are terrible influences on each other.
Yeah, we are. Why can't I hit it? I can't hit this enemy. I can't.
Is there not a way to get into that room?
No, not anymore. Not since the wall shifted. Now I have to kill this thing, but for some reason I'm locked on.
Oh no.
Like, I literally can't.
Did we break the game already?
Uh,
Oh my god. We broke the game!
it locked friggin' enemy in there, and then it auto locks me on. It auto it auto directs all of my attacks towards the nearest enemy, and I can't unlock from it.
See, this is why they need Z targeting like in Zelda.
Z targeting?
Yeah, you hit the Z or ZL button, depending on what you're playing, and you lock onto
Right
the
bumper.
target.
I'm playing on an Xbox gamepad. But yeah, this is why games like this need manual targeting.
Yeah.
Except for, like, firearms and whatnot. Like, the guns, cool, whatever. Auto-lock. Auto-lock till the day is done. But, like, for melee? No, man.
Don't auto-lock the melee.
Just don't do that, man.
Don't auto-lock the swords, guys.
Yeah, please don't. Oh, shit. I escaped!
Hey!
Yeah. Eat that. Keep rolling, rolling. Fucking corpse. Whee. And also, I hate, like, locked camera angles. It freaking annoys the hell out of me. What?
You hate everything.
No, I have very specific things that I dislike. It just so happens that several of them are present in this game.
And why are you playing this game?
Because it's still a good game.
And stop complaining.
Never.
He just likes complaining.
Complaining
he
is
does.
fun.
Are you sure you're not a little bit German? Because Germans are known for complaining all the time.
Yeah, well, so is my mother, and she was half Hispanic.
Oh.
Love you, Mom. Don't know if she's ever gonna see this, but Mom, I love you.
I need to show Mom the clip where you yeeted me off the bridge you were building in Satisfactory.
It was an accident!
I know, but it was still hilarious.
And hey, feel free to
My blanket.
feel free to invite her to hang out if we're ever streaming again. I mean, I could get like Dante's Inferno or something. That's a Christian game, right?
Is it? Probably not. I don't know.
Well, it's based on the poem of the same name, Dante's Inferno. It's essentially about some guy who it's about a crusader who went off and took part in, the Crusades.
Yeah.
And when he gets back,
Find-
what'd you say, Kasha?
Wasn't it the game where he tries to find his woman too?
Yeah.
Who died?
Essentially what happens is, in the game, he gets stabbed in the back by one of the indigenous peoples, and when death comes to claim his soul, he slaps death.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he kills death, steals his scythe, and then
Oh my god.
And then when he gets back home, he finds out that his wife has made a deal with his betrothed. I don't think they were actually married yet, but she had made a deal with the devil regarding his safe return, I believe. And as soon as he gets there, the devil shows up and he's like, "All right, he's home. You're mine now." And so essentially, Dante has to venture through hell to get his wife back from the
Oh
devil.
my god.
The game is so fucking awesome. I played it 3 times, I think.
It is very graphic, and there's quite a bit of nudity involved.
Oh,
So your mom might not like that, but
no.
overall, it's got very heavy Christian overtones.
Yeah, they even took real life evil people's name for all the souls you release in hell. Like you can actually decide if you let someone go or if you
Yeah, you can
want them
decide whether
in hell.
you can decide whether they're worthy of redemption or if or if you're going to enforce their damnation.
For example, you run through through hell, and then suddenly there's someone called Ted Bundy, like for real. He's called Ted Bundy, and you can decide if you wanna let him go or if he has to stay forever and all the shit. It's a crazy game.
Wait, you decide on Ted Bundy's?
Yeah, there's someone called Ted Bundy too.
Wow. Okay.
All the people who did bad things in the past. Yeah.
But Ted Bundy didn't even exist at the time of the Crusades. Why would a Crusader?
But they didn't have him, like, fucking, all the bad people, let's just say all the bad people you can imagine, they did almost put everyone down there in the game. It's crazy.
That's so weird. Why would they include Ted Bundy in a game that takes place around the fucking Crusades?
Don't question it,
No.
Toru.
No, I am going to question everything because it makes no freaking sense.
Yeah, but they did.
Like, it makes sense to have Cleopatra in the game, in the Circle of Lust. It makes sense to have, like, people in
They do
the...
have, yeah, like, Adolf's also in there. Like, all the old people are in there too. When I saw that, I was like, okay, what the fuck? The game is crazy. You find everyone down there in the game, believe me.
I didn't get super far in the game, so I didn't know they had freaking Ted Bundy.
I didn't want to spoil you, but yeah, they do.
Ed Bundy, everybody.
That makes no sense. I really hope I don't run across anybody who played that game and decided to oh man, if there's an achievement for redeeming everybody, I'm going to be so pissed. Because Ted Bundy, what he did is not worthy of redemption.
Oh, there are some crazy people out there who think he's pretty and like him because of that. So there are some people that probably did.
Yeah, actually, all
Well,
serious.
there's something wrong with them.
I know.
I don't like that. I don't like how if you're pretty, you can get away with literal murder.
I know. Bad.
Yo, there was actually a social experiment where somebody went on Tinder, said that they were a sex offender of the particularly egregious kind. Like, we're talking trying to figure out a good way to put this that won't get me banned off Twitch.
The I word?
The P word.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was a couple of people who went on Tinder saying that they were those kinds of people. And they had girls falling all over themselves because they had attractive pictures.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
I don't know. It bugs the hell out of me, and like that's one of the reasons that I decided not to go back to Tinder.
And it's like,
I
I don't
never
care how
used
pretty your
Tinder.
face is, dude. You do some shit like that, I'm going to stay like 50 feet away from you at all times.
Eh. I am very much not okay with that. I don't care who you are, how attractive you are, how rich you are. It doesn't matter. You do not do that shit.
No, you don't. You could be the prettiest guy on earth, but you do something like that, I'm gonna want nothing to do with you.
I don't even care if someone's pretty or not. Like, come on. Just don't do that.
Yeah,
And
I
Right?
know.
for me, character is super important, so you can look however you want.
degrees this morning.
If you do
I
things
know,
like that,
Mom.
oh my god.
Well, I suppose that's why you. Never mind.
Shut up.
I mean, I'm gonna be
I'm gonna
real.
slap
It
you.
still astounds
That's a-
me.
What? No. Uh,
No, I'm saying that you astound me.
what? Why?
For
Oh,
reasons that I am
yeah.
very happy about. Where is he?
Zabby. Haru, don't set yourself on fire.
I'm not. I'm trying to kill the thing that's doing this. Oh shit. He is strong, boy. Wait, why are you targeting the... Kill it. Ah.
I keep running in circles. I just can't find the fucking map.
What game are you playing?
You
Oh. How far in are you?
level 18.
Oh, nice. Just another few levels and you'll catch up to me.
Yeah, next year.
It's not gonna take that long.
Or is it?
Say what?
Or is it?
And I'll admit, the original reason I wanted to stream early is because Kasha knows who I'm talking about, but a friend of mine is getting married in Final Fantasy and invited me to the wedding.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be next week on Sunday at 9 o'clock. And I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, it's Sunday and it's 3 o'clock. I've got 6 hours to get a stream in before her wedding.
Nicely done, Tor.
And I
Wait,
forgot.
isn't it next?
Yeah, it's next week.
we going to make him out too? Because I have to do that.
So what?
We have to make him out.
We're gonna have to level our characters up to enough to actually make it there.
Oh, that's pretty easy though.
Yeah. Ah, blue orb.
Blue orb.
Rawr, extra. Extra health. Yeah. Oh shit. Big red orb. One of these days I'm gonna go back through the Dark Souls games again on stream. Because that was fun.
Murder.
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 Murder. Murder everything. Alright, let's check this door. Oh. Alright. What's this? Faucet. What the fuck? Oh.
Oh, that ugly.
Shit, it's a big one. It's a big chimp dog.
Murder it. I don't like it. Murder it.
I don't either. I'm working on it. Oh shit!
Just wanna help you.
Say what?
It just wants to hug you.
Nope. That is one dog. That is one hug I am not okay with. Ow. Ow. Oh shit! Ah!
He grabbed you.
See, he hugs you.
And I got an achievement, monkeying around.
Oh my god.
The key to unlock a
What
huge
was
gate
that?
blocking a passage from the station to the harbor. That's this way. There. Can I not go through any of these? I just want to go through the door.
No.
I just want to use a door.
No. You're not allowed.
Oh, there's the key door. Yeah. Save. Next mission. One of these days I'll do Brutal Legend on stream. And if I can find a way to get my hands on one of the Fable games,
Yes.
like I can get my hands on the first Fable game, the Anniversary Collection on Steam, but I really want to play Fable 2 and Fable 3. But none of those.
Choose the best.
Well, I like the story of all three of them, but the problem is that that Fable 2 and Fable 3 are not on Steam, and I can't figure out where to get them on PC. Because none of the games are even on PlayStation Network at all.
Yeah, because
Like,
they are
full
Xbox
stop.
games.
Oh, they were Xbox games? That would explain it. But like, I had Fable 3 on Games for Windows Live, and when that shut down, I lost access to my fucking game. Yay!
Woo!
Well done, Microsoft. Way to jip me out of $60.
They thought they were being helpful, but they weren't.
Yeah. And then there's the fact that friggin' Lost Planet 2 on Steam is done through Games for Windows Live, but because Games for Windows Live no longer exists, you can no longer play Lost Planet 2 on online, or even play it at all, without some serious finagling.
Good job, Microsoft.
Yeah, well done, Microsoft. Oh, wait. Give me that blue orb. Blue orbs! Oh shit! Full-on machine guns.
Nice.
His handguns turn into machine guns in the fucking...
Woo!
I always have to wonder where the hell he gets his ammo.
Get them from somewhere.
Like, the closest theory that I can figure out is that, like, he uses his demonic power to do it. And the reason it doesn't reflect in-game is because it takes such a minuscule amount that it's kind of just like, I regenerate it faster than I use it. For bullets. No matter how fast I fire my guns, I regenerate my energy faster than I use it for bullets.
It is a mystery that will never be solved.
It really won't, because, like, in the books and the anime, he actually reloads his guns on occasion.
There was an anime?
Yeah, there was an anime. Oh my god, I have to show you the anime at some point.
Oh my god.
Like, Kasha showed me website where you can watch stuff on YouTube, but I'm not sure they have the entire series on YouTube.
It also streams other things. You just have to try it.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
only for YouTube.
I'm just gonna have to figure out if they have it on what Watch Together uses. But yeah, I have to show you the anime. It's so good. Like, you know how in the beginning of Devil May Cry 5, Dante was like, Morrison, I'll go to that I'll take this job if you get me out of this party.
Yeah.
The girl that was trying to get a hold of Dante to get him into her party, to get him to her party, was the little girl that he was supposed to be bodyguarding for like the first, I want to say 3 episodes of the series.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was funny too. And they've actually gotten an abridged series for it too.
Of course there is. Of course there would be one.
I freaking love the original series. And like in the abridged series, it's funny because when Trish and Lady first meet in the abridged series, they sit there and get into a contest about who's hurt Dante the worst.
Oh my god.
Because like Lady sees Trish and she's like, "Oh yeah, I fired a rocket at him and then I shot him in the face with a bullet, and then I put a bullet in his forehead." And Trish is just like, "Oh yeah, well, I stabbed him in the chest with his own sword, and then I threw a motorcycle at him."
Who ends up winning that fight?
Neither of them. Because Dante interrupts and he's like, "Okay, can we stop talking about who's hurt Dante?" Why can't I fly? That's fucking annoying.
That would be too easy.
Well, it would make sense. It's a fucking pain trying to get between... Of course, the fucking guns can't. Come on now. Let me go.
No, you're not allowed.
See, I run straight here and it... Fuck it.
You can do it, Toru.
No, fuck it. Because it's just going to be like an hour of me hitting the thing and running back and forth. I'm not going to do it.
And I thought you never give up.
No, it's just there's probably a thing that makes my devil trigger run faster, so I'm gonna wait until I've got that. And then maybe I'll come back to get this if I remember it.
If he remembers it, that is the question.
Yeah, and it's just... After like 20 years of living with my mother, I've learned to pick my battles. And this is a battle that I'm not gonna win.
This turkey smells so good. Eh.
Because it's turkey. And wouldn't you know it, look what I just said.
Yeah, Mama has the turkey in the oven and I can smell it. It smells so good.
Stop taunting me.
Well, it's Thanksgiving right now in Canada, so we get turkey today.
Oh, that's right. Ours is next month.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you have it so close to Christmas.
I don't either.
It's like way too much turkey back to back, dude.
Well, we don't do turkey for Christmas.
What do you do?
Depends on the family, I guess.
Because my family does turkey for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, because there's that little interval in between. So it's not too much turkey.
Well, we do turkey for, we do turkey for Thanksgiving. And then, depending on what the chef wants to do, we'll do either chicken or ham.
Didn't have time touch know where this is going.
What's up, Beej? Why what, Beej?
Watch yourself, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is actually a good game. No! Damn it. I don't have any other weapons yet. Ah, shit. Oh, sweet. Ah. Why?
Why not?
Yeah, they do a lot of damage, but... Ah! What the hell? How did you hit me? Man, I can't wait to finish this game and get to Devil May Cry 3. I'm going through the entire series, BG. Yes, the later games are better, but I'm not going to say that this game... And besides, if I uninstall this game, I'm going to be uninstalling DMC3 as well.
At least not constantly crashing like the reboot was.
Right? We had one hiccup and that was it. DMC1 was fun. It was great to go back to it. Shotgun. Vroom, boys.
Vroom.
And we have the quintessential Dante. Hang on just a sec. Oh boy. Oh, great. I have reason to be worried about Felly.
Why, what happened?
She's in hospital. I can't say more on stream.
Oh dear. Let me take a look.
Eh. She'll be okay, I'm sure. It's just she's in the hospital. She's being looked after, and from what she's been telling us, the doctors and nurses have been on top of things. So, you know.
just happy she called the ambulance.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine. Motherfucker. Oh, so you're sending dogs after me now. Oh, each of these dogs has a different name. Like one of them's Frecky and the other is Getty.
Interesting. Those probably mean something, but I don't know what they mean.
Alright, Frecky's gone.
They like Halloween, don't they? Yes, we get it. Awu, you're a wolf. Please shut up.
I woo this, bitch.
Okay, Mom.
Oh no. What is this thing?
It ugly.
It very ugly.
Everything in this game is ugly.
Well, I mean, it did come out in, like, what? 2012 or something like this?
At least at least everything isn't like as pointy as the models were in the original Ocarina of Time for the N64.
Oh my god, you could cut somebody on the flat of Link's hand.
Did you ever see the Great Fairy? Like, oh my god.
Oh. People sit there and talk about, oh, I'm so cold, my nipples could cut diamonds. No, hers could cut diamonds when she was warm. Like, holy shit. Fucking Ocarina of Time, man. And don't forget Majora's Mask.
Yeah. Well, they had the assets from Ocarina of Time, and one of the guys made a bet that he could make a Zelda game in a year, and thus Majora's Mask.
Oh, so that's why everybody looked identical to the people from Majora's Mask.
That is literally the
They were
reason
literally
why.
recycling every individual asset.
Yep.
Just putting them together in different ways. Oh my goodness. It makes so much sense now.
Yeah, because some guy made a bet that he can make a Zelda game in a year. And that's how we got Majora's Mask.
Oh, that explains it so well. Because, like, it's so funny because, like, everybody's sitting there, oh, Link's just in a purgatory world, and the only reason he's seeing so many people who look so familiar is because, he can only, this entire game takes place in his mind, like,
to be fair, I'm not sure who Cafe was supposed to be, because I'm pretty sure his model is original.
How much you want to bet he spent most of his time making that one individual model, and then he was like, okay, I don't have time to make another model.
Okay, Mikal and his Zora Bound was original, except for Lulu. She was a recycle from Rudo. It just added a dress on her. I'm pretty sure the people in the Deku Kingdom were original, because...
Yeah, we didn't really see all that many Deckers.
No.
In...
Most of... Okay, not most of the Gorons, but I think the main ones that you have to interact with were definitely original. Except for the ghost, he was kind of ripped off of the Goron sage from Ocarina of Time a little bit.
This game is so unresponsive.
The Zora, Deku, and Goron Link models, all original. Same with the Deity Link, and of course the Majora's Mask, and its crazy ass forms when you get into the moon.
Oh my god, the fucking moon! I couldn't look at the moon for like a year after completing Majora's Mask.
I always, like, whenever it started counting down, like, the seconds you had, technically in-game minutes you had left, I was terrified and always reset. Because I was terrified of what happens when that moon fell.
Yeah,
that scared the shit out of me.
I saw it once and went out of my way to avoid seeing it again.
Yeah, same. I saw it once, and then I was like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not letting that happen.
Nope, absolutely none of this.
It's like the first Zelda game I ever properly played.
Oh, really?
The original N64 version of it, too.
Ow! Caught me on the backhand.
First Zelda game I ever properly played, and it scared the shit out of me.
I can't freaking blame you. That thing was freaking nightmare fuel in so many ways.
I mean, Twilight Princess was kind of dark too, but I don't think it was ever as dark as Majora's Mask.
I don't think any game was I don't think any of the Legend of Zelda's games after Majora's Mask were supposed to be that dark.
Twilight Princess was rated T for teen, Toru.
What?
Twilight Princess was rated T for teen.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that it's supposed to be a dark game.
No, it was supposed to have a darker story, but I don't think it was as dark as Majora's Mask.
Nah, I don't think it was really supposed to be.
And Twilight Princess, there was that one scene with the spirit talking about the fused shadow. That scared me when I first played Twilight Princess.
The what shadow?
The fused shadows. They're the things that you have to collect in Twilight Princess.
See, I never actually played Twilight Princess.
And then when you get to the Twilight Realm, you have to restore their light, because they had these light orbs taken away from them and they were turned into monsters. But the thing is, when you get these orbs, you're chased by this giant hand that keeps trying to get the orbs back.
Makes sense.
And those hands scared me enough to reset the entire game twice and not go past that point. I did eventually beat the game though, so I got over it.
Oh god, demon tank.
You know, another thing that's terrifying in Zelda games, the freaking re-deads, man.
Oh jeez, those fucking things.
But my brother was watching me play Wind Waker, and the way I deal with re-deads in Wind Waker, I just continuously throw bombs at them until they die. He was watching me, he was like, why are you doing this? Just jump at them with your sword, you'll be fine. I'm just sitting there like, no, this is how I murder them.
Nope, I refuse to get anywhere near them.
No, I don't want to hear them scream, thank you very much. Similar thing in Ocarina of Time, except bombs aren't really effective, so I just burn them to death with Din's fire. If there's a way for me not to interact with those things, I will find it. And I will exploit the shit out of it.
I will not touch it. Absolutely not. Oh shit, white orb.
Another thing that, now thinking back on it, is like super creepy but didn't really bother me was that boss in the well. I think it's called the Dead Hand.
Oh, that thing was
Yeah.
freaky.
And like, I wasn't really that bothered by it, but looking back, it's like, that thing is terrifying.
Yeah, if you actually think about it, because like, think about how many, like, I think it was like the lore entry for it was like it was an amalgamation of a bunch of people who had fallen down the well and died.
Oh my god.
And I'm just thinking about it like, okay, number one.
Ew.
Number two, how many people fell down the well and died to make that?
Wonder.
Number three, how long did that take? And number four, like, I forget what number four was, but that whole situation was all sorts of fucky.
Yeah. Oh, and let's not forget the Shadow Temple. Literally walking on bones in that one. The walls are made of bones and there's guillotines everywhere.
The temple that I hated the most was the one with Shadow Link in it.
The Water Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one everyone hates the most because it takes way too damn long to actually figure out your way around in that temple.
And then you have to figure out how to outsmart Shadow Link.
I just spammed In's fire.
Hi,
Yeah.
Loud.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good, how are you?
It goes okay.
Is that your brother or your dad?
That's my brother.
Hi.
Hi, Shay brother.
Okay, I'll leave you be.
Okay.
I forget what his name is, but hi.
That was Nick.
Tell him he needs to give me my name back.
No.
Yes. It's my name. He's not allowed to have it.
Yeah, he's over for Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, I hope you all have fun.
And then come Christmas time, he and my other brother, Matt, will be over for Christmas dinner.
Yay!
Yeah. Matt will be here for like only a few days and then he'll have to go back.
Yo, what the fuck is this?
A haunted helicopter. It's a haunted helicopter tour. Oh, I think, I was going to say possessed, but infested works too.
This ain't StarCraft. What are you doing?
It's a possessed helicopter tour.
This ain't StarCraft! Why are you
don't think
infesting
it can.
things?
I mean, you can call it possessed. That's honest. That's literally what it is. It's possessed by a demon. It's a possessed helicopter.
Yeah, but like... Oh shit! Ow.
Ask me why it's possessed. I don't know.
I beat it. It's dead.
Why did I be using Wi-Fi? I have an Ethernet cable. I could have been on my phone too, he says.
I mean, that's fair.
But I'm not. I'm on my computer that has dual monitors.
Well, he never
So
said you were, he said you could have been. Very big, distinct difference there. Ah!
No, but I have a computer that has 2 monitors. I can multitask with this.
Are you sure about that?
I have your stream up on one screen and I'm doing something else on another. I'm fine.
Well, I mean, don't overtax yourself.
And why would you think I would?
Oh god. Oh god.
No.
But I killed
Okay.
the infested chopper.
Apparently not. It's still shooting at you. Run away, Tor.
I am running away.
The fire's rising, Tor.
I know.
The fire's rising, Tor.
Ever onward and upward it rises. Oh no!
Okay. That's your life now. You live in the fire, Toru.
Mother...
Yep, the fire is your new home. You
Oh,
can't
come
escape
on.
it. The fire is your new home.
What? Motherfucker. There we go.
The smell of food is making me hungry. Help.
I've been hungry all day. Oh, ow. Yes. I am away. It looks like Soul Edge.
Look at you shooting at nothing.
I was shooting at the chopper, but apparently it
Dead
wasn't.
yet?
Well, I
That's a
killed
weird thing
one
to
of
ask
them.
about a chopper, but is it dead yet?
I killed it once, but it's just not dying again. It just decided not to stay dead.
I can't believe you're haunting a possessed helicopter. You're fighting a haunted... What? What did I just say?
I'm haunting a possessed helicopter. Okay.
I can't believe you're fighting a possessed helicopter. Who thinks of something like this?
I don't know.
Why did it decide to possess a helicopter of all things?
I think they used up their best ideas in DMC 1 and they were just like, okay, what can we do next?
Give it here. You need to learn to look at the labels.
One out of downstairs. I put it back. I thought I pulled up the one next to it.
Mine has the red cap. Yours has the black cap. I was gonna drink it anyway. My mother getting confused on which vanilla Coke was hers.
I got it!
Now, is it going to stay dead?
Probably not.
I'll hop off for now. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.
Get some rest, you sound absolutely blasted. She was gone before I said that, wasn't she?
Yep.
Doesn't change anything. She sounds like she really needs some rest.
Yeah, she sounded super tired. The rest will do her good.
Sleep does a body good. But only for the weak.
Or unless you're like me, in which case your body doesn't have a sleep schedule, just whatever it just does whatever the hell it wants.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've given up on trying to get a sleep schedule at this point. It's an impossible task. And believe me, I have tried.
Come on, die. Okay, now I don't have to deal with an infested helicopter, now I just have to deal with a bunch of fucking birds.
But out of all the things the demon could have possessed, why a helicopter?
You're saying that after you found out that they possessed a tank. Or a series of tanks.
Wait, when did this happen?
It was the fight that started the chapter.
Oh my god. Why?
Because they can.
Why, though?
Because they can.
What's the point of possessing helicopters and tanks?
Because they can.
That's not blue, that's purple!
Oh, you clearly haven't seen the purple orbs.
Are the purple orbs blue?
I don't know exactly what color I would call them. Alright, where am I supposed to go from here again?
I don't know.
Oh,
That happened. Look at all the perches.
we ain't looking at fish right now.
God damn it, Toru. That seems like a building that Batman would chill out on with all the ledges.
It does, doesn't it? Really? More of you? When will you learn?
Never. Obviously. The answer is never.
I am going to gun you down every time. Ah, son of a bitch.
Yay, platforming!
In a game with fixed camera angles.
Those are snakeheads.
Yes, they are. And there's another one!
Why are there so many possessed helicopters?
I really wish I'd invested in a vial of fucking holy water.
Why helicopters?
Because they can.
Oh.
Oh jeez, it's about to fire missiles at me again.
I was gonna try to work on a bit of writing, but I'm too hungry to do that right now, so...
And too bewildered by an infested helicopter.
Helicopters! Why? What's the logic behind this?
I mean... Have you seen what the Zerg infest in StarCraft?
No.
One of these days I'm gonna have to reinstall StarCraft 2 and show you. In fact, I might do that after this stream.
Oh lord.
There's an entire faction that you can play as that consists pretty much entirely of Zerg-infested shit. It's great.
Oh my god.
I'd still be playing the game regularly if it weren't for the fact that it was made and published by Blizzard.
Yeah, after all the shit that went down with them... Yeah... And that's why so many people have started playing Final Fantasy recently.
Right? That and, you know, friggin' World of Warcraft has been a shit show for years.
They really should have stopped.
That or, you know, gone back to the drawing board. Why did people love that game so much? Why did people love the original couple of expansions? Remember that. Go back to it. And then try to recapture, like, redo that. Like, do shit that falls in line with that.
I mean, that's kind of what... That's kind
Also,
of the formula
people-
Final Fantasy follows.
Also, people kinda hated... Oh, shit. People kinda hated how they did so much fuckery with the timeline, which was kind of a problem with Destiny 2 as well. During the Mars expansion, no, the Mercury expansion. I forget what it was called, but like when during that expansion Bungie retconned so much, it was just people were just like, okay, what the hell? But like, by the way, yes, Audius Wolf and I both play Final Fantasy. That is actually how we met.
Yep. That is.
And
Dante's falling.
not anymore.
And he was never heard from again.
Just imagine being a video game character and like you're doing a thing in a cutscene and then all of a sudden the cutscene stops and freezes and you're just like, oh my god, what's happening?
You're just
Just
kind of
suspended in midair.
Just kind of like, Well, I guess this is my life now.
This is my life now.
I can't move. How do I get out of this?
Okay, so blue orb, purple orb.
Or like a magenta color.
Still purple-ish.
A light purple.
Something like that. Whee!
You have to climb the building again?
Not yet, I don't think.
Not yet.
Where are we? Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know.
I'm gonna laugh if I'm just evading a whole bunch of combat encounters. Oh, never mind.
Cutscene. Ah, yes, the building is alive. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, that's gross.
See, here's my question. He was holding his guns up like a shield. Why would you use your guns instead of your sword, which it's partly designed for?
I don't know, ask Dante.
He's probably just like, my sheer badassery makes my guns indestructible.
Okay, that thing is kind of disgusting. Look at it.
Yeah, it is. It is an absolute disaster of an enemy. Ow. Ah, what the fuck?
And suddenly there's fire. Are those bats?
Probably.
Yeah, that thing is disgusting.
Oh shit. I don't like this. No me gusta. Stop it.
Stop spitting everywhere. Oh my god. Was he shooting bullets out of his palms?
Something like that?
Is he shooting bullets out of his palms?
Something like that? Maybe?
Why?
Because Devil Trigger? Ah! What the fuck? Nope. I don't like it.
I could have gone an entire lifetime without seeing this. Why are its teeth wiggling like that? I don't like it.
Well, I mean, at least this is PS2 graphics. Like, really bad PS2 graphics. Imagine what it must look like in modern graphics.
I don't want to.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Nope. Nope. Stop.
That is so very disgusting. Oh my god.
Oh, you haven't seen that one enemy in Dead Space. There's an enemy in Dead Space that's literally a decapitated head with a bunch of that walks around on a bunch of tentacles. And essentially what it does is when it gets close enough to the player character, it starts trying to strangle him. And if you run out of health while it's strangling you, it will literally squeeze hard enough to pop his head off of his shoulders, forcibly shove the tentacles inside inside the remaining hole, and then puppet his body around.
I have Dead Space. I have the first Dead Space.
I have all three.
It was a free game on Origin a while back, so it just kind of popped into my library. I have not actually played it, like, at all.
The third Dead Space game was free on Origin at some point as well. I can't remember when, but like I did pay for the DLCs that I bought.
Thank God it's dead.
And there's an achievement, Sin City. Ouroboros.
That was so gross.
Well,
I don't think there's a free game right now.
Yeah, no, not right now.
No, there's no free games.
But yeah, one of these days I might. I mean, would you be interested in co-oping Dead Space 3 with me at some point?
I feel like it would be terrifying, but also entertaining.
Yes.
Like Pacify!
Oh my god, I think I still have that clip saved.
Which clip? The one where I opened the door, then immediately went nope because the ghost ran past it.
Yeah, you opened it up. She flew past, and you squeaked. And I thought it was her opening a door, and then you immediately closed the door.
Yeah, because I opened to see if she was nearby. She just shot past. I was just like, nope, 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 nope. We still haven't played the other level in Pacify.
We haven't.
No. Because we beat the first one with the doll. The second one, I believe, is on a farm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. No idea what we have to do with that one, though.
No idea. I haven't played Pacify since that day.
Neither have I.
But yeah, we are absolutely gonna have to. I'll look into getting you a copy of Dead Space 3.
Okay.
Because that is a fun game.
We should do a spooky Halloween stream where we just stream horror movies, horror games.
Well,
I can words.
Well, how about this? If you can get your hands on a copy of Haunt Chasers, I will buy you a copy of Dead Space 3, and we can pretty much do a horror game marathon.
What the hell is Haunt Chasers?
It's a new game, sort of similar to Dead by. It's like a combination of Dead by Daylight and Phasmophobia. Dead Space 3 isn't a horror game anymore, no. But the original two were decent horror games. Give me your blood. But yeah, Dead Space 3 is by no means a horror game anymore. It fell into the same trap as the Fear games.
Oh.
Yeah. Because, like, the first Fear game, I had a hard time making it through a single checkpoint on any given night. I would play through one checkpoint, and then I'd be so freaked out that I would turn the game off as soon as I saw the autosave complete.
Oh my god.
And then Fear 2, I could make it a good bit further every night. I would usually make it through like 2 or 3. And then Fear 3, there was one time, I think like the second time I played through it, I just steamrolled the entire game in one sitting.
Good lord.
Yeah, because like Fear 3 isn't a horror game. It's an action co-op game. Like, do you have any idea how many times in Fear 3 you get to jump into like a nigh unkillable battle mech?
No.
Too many. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun to play those sections of the game, but like in a game that touts itself as a horror game, no. Like, even an action horror game, you shouldn't get those moments so frequently. Like, in the first 2 games, you got this sense that you were being hunted, that you were being toyed with, like a cat playing with a mouse that it's hunting. But Fear 3, it's kind of just like, oh, this thing that's supposed to be spooky is coming after you and your brother, so, you know, murder everything in your path. And then Dead Space 3 is pretty much just a third-person shooter. That's pretty much it. There's not really much else to it. Ow.
Bombs.
Whee! Oh shit. Really? Ow.
Murder!
Murder everything. Oh, I need the flight. The flight thing. Gimme. Gimme. a very interesting design. Fire! All shall burn. Oh shit. So I was right. Those things restore your Devil Trigger energy to full. I'm gonna wait for this thing to fully restore my health.
You're gonna have way too much fun with that fire.
Well, of course, fire is the most fun element. In video games...
Well, I mean, considering all the things
Disclaimer.
I've burned in Breath of the Wild, I can't exactly argue with you.
For the benefit of Twitch and my budding career, fire is the most fun element in video games.
You know what? My brother Matt once wanted a roasted marshmallow back when we lived with Dad, but since we were kids, we weren't allowed to use the fireplace or light a fire in the fireplace. So he took a marshmallow and went to the sink and roasted it with the lighter.
I knew it was going to have something to do with a lighter.
My mother was none too pleased.
I can imagine. The smoke alarm probably went off. Oh shit.
I think she actually came home to him doing that.
Yeah, I can imagine she was rather fucking displeased.
Decoratives, what? Is that supposed to be a bed? Or a chair?
Neither.
What is it? Operating table?
Something like that, I think. Faces los! Faces los!
What happened?
Offense heart. A magic stone with the heart of a vigorous battle god.
Okay, but which one?
That is a good question. There's so many war gods.
Which one? Ah, you have stopped hiding from the evil brother and you have come for a lap. Every time Nick comes over, Midnight hides for a little while before realizing that it's just my brother. Then comes out of hiding again. You're a weird cat, you know that, Midnight? You're weird.
I am dumping so much lead.
How has he... Why does he not ever run out of bullets in the games?
I don't know. Like, there was one time I saw him reloading in the anime, but that was it. That is the only time you ever see him reload.
Like, are you gonna climb fully onto my lap, or are you just gonna stand there? Make up your mind. Make up your mind, cat. Yes, if you stop rubbing your face against my hand and actually decide what you want to do. You're blocking the screen, cat. kind of blocking both screens.
Come on! Come on, goats!
Okay, I do not need your tail in my face, thank you. Are you in a tram?
I think.
I do not want your tail in my face. No, off that. It's not even moving! Look at the windows! It's not moving!
Oh, I don't think there are windows. I think this entire thing is enclosed.
Oh! I thought those were windows.
No. Wait. Yeah, no. No windows. All just machinery.
I legit thought those were windows.
Can't really blame you. On to the lift.
Go.
Up we go.
Are you going to go invade heaven?
I mean, shit, that would be an interesting premise for another Devil May Cry game. Ooh, that would be a good villain for the Devil May Cry storyboard that I wrote.
Ah. You need better hair, my dude.
Oh, that's cold. Ugh.
Are you okay?
I went to take a drink and spilled it on my chest. Fuck.
Oh, Toru, no.
It's okay. It was only a little bit. But damn, that's cold.
Look, are you coming up or not, Midnight? Make up your mind.
I need to upgrade Ebony and Ivory. Ebony and Ivory. I love how Dante is just casually sauntering across the helipad.
Do you have to ask?
Dude, get better hair.
Maybe another time.
Dude, just
Okay,
shoot
that's
him.
just rude.
Right? But Dante
What
literally...
is that? What is that, off-brand again?
Oh. Ah. I waited too long. Ow!
Well, he just beat you across the arena.
That was rude. Oh, nope, 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 nope.
Run away! Run away!
Are you just gonna keep doing that, dude?
Apparently? I don't think he knows what any other moves.
That or
That's
he's
literally
forgotten
all
them.
he's doing. Oh, just stay away from him and shoot.
How long are you gonna keep doing this, dude?
Is he broken or something? I feel like he should be doing more than this.
He should be. He opened the fight really well. He literally bull charged and then backhanded me across the arena, and now all he's doing is this.
Like, dude, you had such a good start. What happened? What is wrong with you?
You started so well. You took off a third of my health, man.
What went wrong?
Right? Really?
What went wrong?
Usually when they stagger, they change up their approach if they get stuck into something like this, but no.
No, you just stuck like that forever.
Why are you doing this? Like, when I played this on PS2, whenever I stayed away after he did this, he would lower his head and bull charge me again.
No, he's just stuck doing this for whatever reason.
I think something in the code broke.
I think something. Why do we keep breaking the game, Toru?
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Why did they send this broken?
This is the second time we've broken it.
It's not my fault.
So, how many more ways are we gonna break this game, Toru?
I don't know, but that one wasn't my fault. Actually, neither of them was my fault.
Neither of them were, but they just broke.
I'm gonna save up to upgrade Ebony and Ivory. Should probably equip the Quick Heart. because it said something about the purity of speed.
Caution.
Whee!
How many more ways are we going to find to break this game, Tor?
I don't know. Two barrels of pain. I love how they just go flying whenever you hit him with the shotgun. Why isn't it stopping? Why are they still coming? Alright, you know what? Can I just... Oh, I can just go! Whoops.
Just keep. Oh. Okay, keep running. Not that way, apparently. Other way?
Oh, there's a door over here. Oh, gotta go up to the top. Oh fuck. Nope. Bye. Oh hey. Thank you.
Just keep running, just keep running.
Really? More of them?
Ignore the explodies!
Why are there so many?
I don't know, but ignore them. You'll be fine.
Oh shit. Huh? Why? Okay.
Why not?
See, this is why I hate fixed camera angles. Oh, great.
Are you there yet?
Apparently not.
Oh my god.
Come on, die. Really? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I still need one more. Where's the last one? Okay, so there's one. Is it down here? Oh, there it is. There we go. Sorry guys, don't have time to play with you today. Well, don't have any more time to play with you. Okay. Oh, come on. No! Why? No, ordinarily I'd be more than happy to murder you all. But I am on a timer. The fuck? The hell is happening?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a big vent room. Okay. Onto the ship. The hell? Okay. Well, fuck. So what am I supposed to do here? Oh.
Leave, apparently.
That was so confusing. Why? Why would you do that? That is horrible for your tires. Like, I can deal with the jump because you needed to do that. I can deal with like ramping off of rubble. Needed to do that, whatever. But this, why? Why would you do one of those spins? Yes, it looks cool. But that
tires though.
What?
It just completely wrecks your tires.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one like half-second spin just added like 100 miles onto your tire. I'm sorry to go ballistic like that, but fuck, man. You may have tagged me a couple of times, but I got the last laugh. Okay, what? Apparently I'm missing something.
I don't know what you would be missing.
So I hit this, run in here, and all of a sudden the enemies respawn and the damn thing cancels.
I don't know what to tell you, Thor.
Fuck. Do these guys just keep respawning so that I can get my devil trigger back or something?
I don't know.
Oh, hey. Blue orb fragment. There's nothing else back here. That's the way I came in. More red orbs. And more of them spawn in.
Look at you go.
Like, does it give me a hint? Wield the sword swiftly. Okay, I am, though. See, it... Am I supposed to just ignore them, or...?
I don't know.
Yes! spin to win. Really?
Oh, time to murder.
These are almost as bad as the ones from friggin' Doom 3. They were called cherubs in Doom 3, and they were friggin' the upper bodies of babies rounded off with, like, the feet of flies for hands, and they had fly wings. It was disgusting.
That's,
Like,
okay.
I'll grab a picture for you. Hang on. Well, I'll grab a picture when this is done. When we're done streaming. I love how he's just like, yeah. Oh. Get off. Get off.
You're getting eaten by a worm.
What the f- I don't want to be here.
Do it.
What really cracks me up about most of the demons here is that if they weren't causing trouble, like, Dante is known to, like, to just completely leave demons alone who don't cause trouble. Like, if a demon doesn't cause trouble, he just leaves it be.
So if they just left well enough alone.
Yeah, if they just, like, pop to the human realm and, like, chilled at a cafe or some shit and had a meal and then went back to the demon world, he wouldn't give a shit. He'd be like, okay, don't hurt anybody, have a good time, bye.
Enjoy your meal.
Yeah, pretty much, but it's when they start trying to hunt him or his family or friends or like just hurt humans in general, that's when he gets a problem. But they just don't fucking learn.
Nope.
Like, I keep referring to the anime because that's what I know most. But, like, there's one that actually was going around using magic to heal shit. like he found a dog that was hurt, so he used magic to heal it. He actually ended up falling in love with a human woman.
Oh.
Her dad wasn't happy about this,
Of course he would be.
so he hired Dante to kill the guy. Because he was like, oh, only demons use magic. And demons are evil. And Dante showed up, saw that the dude just wanted to live peacefully, saw that this demon just wanted to live peacefully, and that he was genuinely in love with this girl. And he was like, okay, whatever.
Okay, enjoy your life.
And then he turns to the dad and he's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. He's more human than you are.
Oh. You found a secret room.
Apparently.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's just Dante hates demons. But if they're peaceful, he has no problem leaving them be.
But only if they...
But only if they're peaceful.
And not all of them are.
The one guy that was in the anime, he remarked on how uncommon it was for him to find a demon that didn't want to kill everybody. That didn't just see humans as livestock.
Wow.
Yeah, he was really impressed with this demon. But, if they would just not... so many of them are just like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And he's just like, well, you done fucked that up.
Yep. You didn't want to die, you shouldn't have been an asshole.
Pretty much. It's just like, if you didn't want to die, why are you killing humans?
Yeah. Did this to yourself.
Say what?
Did this to yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. It's also rather amusing when humans do stupid shit, because he is so fucking fast to call them on it.
Humans do a lot of stupid shit too.
There's a reason we're considered space orcs. But yeah, it's freaking funny because there was one human this guy's brother got caught in a race against a demon that took the form of a motorcycle and would race people on the highway at night.
Oh dear.
And inevitably they would crash and burn and he would eat their soul. Or so I assume.
Oh dear.
Well, one of the victims of this guy had a younger brother who wasn't happy that this red eye targeted his brother.
Oh.
Eventually, Dante gets hired to deal with it. They try to hand Dante a motorcycle, and he was like, I don't need it. And he, of course, knows that I'm half demon. Any damage I might take, I'm just going to regenerate. It's no problem. But the human goes... But the human is sitting there, and he's like, I don't need one either. And I'm just like, oh no.
Oh god, how did that go?
And Dante looks at him, and he goes, you might want to take the helmet. And he's like, well, nah, I'm just as tough as you. And Dante's like, you're really not.
You human, I half demon. You're gonna die.
That's the thing. He can't tell anybody that he's half demon because anybody who doesn't know about demons wouldn't understand and can't know. For whatever reason. Why? But, essentially, they start going down the highway, and they catch the attention, of course, of Red Eye. The human ends up fucking falling under Red Eye's spell.
Of course.
And Dante ends up shooting out the bridge supports and this guy's front tire, kicks him off the bridge and into the water. And then stabs Red Eye to death.
Good lord.
The guy eventually comes back and he's like, yeah, I kind of realized that going for vengeance against Red Eye is never going to bring my brother back. Thanks for kicking the shit out of me. And it's just like, okay. Well.
Squeeze.
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 I have to break the wall. Dodge, dodge.
Squeeze, Toru. Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Squeeze. Squeeze.
Squeeze. Oh, this fucking room. I vaguely
Interesting.
remember this one.
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Okay. Come on! Just die already! God, I sound like Katsuki Bakugo. Oh, I have this amazing headcanon that cracks me up every time it crosses my mind. I firmly believe that Bakugo has actually always been terrified of Midoriya, and he bullied him, to keep his self-esteem down so that he wouldn't turn his brains against Bakugo.
Oh my god.
And so I'm looking forward to the day that Horikoshi actually has Midoriya call Bakugo by his actual name instead of Kachan, and just having Katsuki and having Bakugo just go, oh fuck. And having Katsuki just have one of those moments where he's just like, oh shit.
I kind of want to start watching My Hero Academia, but it's not on Netflix, except for the movie. And I would just be sitting there
Wait,
like, I have no idea what's
which
going
movie?
On. Hold on, let me look.
Is it World Heroes Mission? Please tell me it's World Heroes Mission. Or Heroes Rising. I don't care which. I've been looking for a place to find one of those.
I accidentally logged into my brother's account. Give me a moment.
Uh-oh.
It's fun. Don't worry about it. Where is my list? I'm pretty sure I have it on my list. Two heroes.
I'm gonna have to look at that. But yeah, if you want, after stream is done, we can see about trying to screen share that.
Yeah, it has the movie, but it has none of the seasons for some reason. And I'm not going to watch the movie because I know I would just be sitting there like, I have no idea what's going on. What do?
I am so lost.
I think we watched like the first 3 episodes together. You showed me the first 3 episodes, I think. When Deku gets his powers from All Might. And then broke his arm. Because his body's not used to his powers.
What? Fine. Wait. Am I supposed to destroy him in a certain order?
I don't know. Maybe? I would say maybe it has to do with the number of eyes, but I don't think that's the solution.
I'm gonna look it up.
Are you?
Midnight, that's not attractive.
You mentioned Midnight's Dolly. I didn't know you really heard Midnight's Sarah say, no, that's not okay.
Have we discovered what the answer to this puzzle is?
Well, I've just pulled up a walkthrough, so we'll see. Is that it? How the fuck? Apparently, this person fell off the elevator.
Okay.
And of course, they didn't fucking bother with this thing.
If they stack, though, I feel like the 40% off at that $40.
Alright, so what was the answer?
I'm going to assume that I have to destroy the two that match the two that I destroyed in the corridor? No? What the hell is the answer then? This is so fucking obtuse!
What's the answer?
I don't know! Oh, so I have to destroy all three of them and then get in there as quickly as possible.
So it's a timer. That's dumb.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to...
It'd be helpful if you could find a way to destroy all three at once.
No! I'm so close! I was standing
Dear.
right there. Damn it! Ugh. It would be nice if I could see how much durability they had left. Oh, great! Ugh. Ah.
Playing The Sims right now. A Sims dog is afraid of the computer. don't know why.
I don't
It's afraid of the
understand what I'm
computer.
supposed to do here. I can't see how much durability they have left. I can't fucking... It feels like they fully restore their durability when I stop hitting them. What the hell?
I don't know.
Like, everything I'm finding is saying the same thing. Weaken them till they have 1 or 2 hits left, and then... But the thing is, I'll weaken them till they have 1 or 2 hits left. Like, here, let's see. 1 combo, 2 combo, 3 combo, and then it breaks 3 hits into the 3rd combo.
Okay, so just do 2 hits in the 3rd combo.
But, like, that's the thing. That's what I kept on doing. But somehow they were regenerating. Somehow they were regaining durability. Like, look. 1 combo. 2 combo. 3 combo. There we go. 2. 3. See, that one only had 1 hit left, and suddenly it's taken like 2-3 combos again. Oh, fucking finally!
Hey, you got the thing!
That was fucking infuriating.
And you never have to do that again.
I'm never going to do it again. Hey, it's the puppers again. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Really? Really?
You can do it, Taro.
For fuck's sake.
Eventually.
Gotta love how it stun locks you even to the point of being unable to dodge. Gotta love how half the time it can be off freaking screen. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking fuck. At least I took him on my first go. Apparently I missed 2 weapons in this mission.
How dare you?
Eh.
Hello, Midnight. Can I help you?
When the hunter and the protector meet, the last mystery will be given and received.
Why is my SimStar clipping through the wall?
So what?
Why is my SimStar clipping through the wall?
Is there something tasty through the wall?
What is happening right now?
Your Sims are losing their minds. Oh. Shit. The hell is happening?
Skulls and electricity and weird diamond thing.
I don't understand what's happening.
Click the screenshot and who pressed the mute button. You decide what the hell's happening in this screenshot.
A little busy at the moment, trying not to die to this bullshit. This is bullshit! What the fuck? Oh. Why can't I move? Ah, the game is stuck again.
No.
I can't do anything.
There.
Oh my god, I can't even open the menus.
Sorry, I think this game series is cursed.
I think that's enough for tonight.
Okay then.
We are going to we're gonna shut down the stream for the night. That's enough for me.
I think the game is saying that's enough.
Yeah. We've been online for like 3.5 minutes. Or 3.5 hours.
There you go. 3.5
Hush.
minutes.
But,
I'm gonna have to go eat soon anyway, so.
Yeah. Anyways, hope you have fun.
This game series is cursed for us.
No, because I guarantee you Devil May Cry 3 is going to play fine, Devil May Cry 4 is going to play fine, Devil May Cry 5 and Devil May Cry 1 played just fine. It's just this game and the reboot that we were having problems with.
No. Wait until we play the others and see what happens. Because that, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be floating like that. I don't think that thing can even hit you, can it?
Yeah, no. I died, and it stopped. And everything stopped.
Oh my...
Like, look. Like, I can't even open the menus anymore. I'm hitting both the start and back buttons.
You're just...
and
that's just
nothing.
That's just where Dante lives now, floating in the air.
Anyways, that's it for tonight. We are, we're going to be streaming again next weekend. Probably Friday and Saturday, because I've got something to attend on Sunday. But, yeah, thanks for hanging out, audience.
Yep, no problem.
You still stream on Wednesdays, right?
Yes, when I'm not overly sleepy or sick.
Yeah, that's fair. And like I said, I'm going to be streaming again on Friday and Saturday this coming weekend. Should we try to continue Devil May Cry, or should we do something else?
I don't know, it's kind of cursed. Maybe we should take a break from Devil May Cry until it stops being cursed.
Well, that's the thing. This is the first time in a couple of months we've tried to do Devil May Cry.
So cursed.
What other games do we have that we can play together?
We still need to play we still need to finish Pacify.
Well, see, technically speaking, we have finished Pacify.
Not the second level, Toru.
We didn't do the second level, but that doesn't mean that we didn't finish it. Oh no, I think I know what's happened.
What happened?
Steam is having issues.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like, I can't open my friends list on Steam. So that's fun. Apparently I got signed out. What the fuck?
That would be a good time to make the stream end, Toru.
Yeah, okay. Audius streams every Wednesday when she can. I am going to stream Friday and Saturday. We're going to figure out what we're doing next weekend. Feel free to. I'm probably gonna put a poll up to ask the viewership, such as it is, what game we should stream next if I have it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Later, guys.